Bros, I have the best valued players in each respective position. I do this video at least once or twice every 2 weeks, you could say, you know. I feel like it's relevant because especially we in like early stage of the game. So essentially it's not the best cheapest, it's the best value. So it's like best bang for buck. However they play exceeds their price range, if that makes sense. And like all their play styles, you know, all retrospective like stats is insane for what you're spending, bro. Whether it be SPC, whether it be, you know, most of the time it's on the market, but I even got Evos right here, so let's get into it. Man, come on, you already know MMOEXP, the best coin website to get your FC26 coins. Get a huge jump start to your teams. I'm talking Mbappe's, I'm talking some of the best cards in the game, man. META, that's code META for the best cheapest coins. Check first link in description. Also 8% off, god damn. Boys, please ignore the background noise as well right there. I am doing washing. Nonetheless, though, we do have the main man Courtois for the very first one as a goalkeeper. Now obviously I do each position, so it's a 4-3-3-4. Obviously I feel like it represents every position very well because you got your two CMs, one obviously more defensive, one more, you could say, box to box vibes, and we've got your cam as well. So it kind of opts for like CDM, CM, cam. We've got the left wing, right wing, a striker, and then obviously the back line. Hopefully that makes sense, man. But for the very first one, I feel like for a goalkeeper, that's very good value. The main man Courtois, currently valued at 35,000 coins. What I like about him is his height, bro. Like if you have a tall goalkeeper, it makes sense. Like scientifically, you know, naturally it makes sense, bro. Like he's gonna be more tall, so he covers the goal, like, you know, more naturally as well. Now the weak foot is a little bit of a problem, I can't lie. I've versed him a couple of times, and I must say sometimes the weak foot is much of a problem. I haven't used him yet, but I do know that he's amazing in terms of reflexes, and a lot of the time, every time I play him though, the reflexes is insane. I mean, this guy, bro, you think you're scoring? Nah, GG's. 6'7" is the main thing, you know. With the goalkeepers, the more playstyle pluses, the merrier, or playstyles in general. He's got rush out, and he's got cross claimer as well. Far throw, you know, to start those counter attacks. I wish he had something like a deflector, or like a far, or not even deflector. Deflector is low-key redundant. A far reach is probably one of the best ones, but I feel like Alisson's always good as well. Goalkeepers are all subjective. I always like skim past this position, but yeah, tell me who's your favorite one right now. Another good one is Mamadashvili, but yeah, stay tuned as well. Towards the end of the video, I also state some, you could say, honorable mentions for each position as well. So you're getting the best of both worlds, boys. We've got weak foot 4. 3-star skill moves 3. We've got Onyabati. That all rhymes right there. Explosive running style as well. What I like about this card, obviously she is a scream, you know, every stat goes to 99 what is it, in a specific field. What I like about her, she's got the jockey base, but not only that, she's very versatile, and she can act as like a flanker, you know, like on the right. Very nice in terms of space as well. Explosive. There's not really much right backs in La Liga if you really look at it. Obviously we got Lorente, and her I feel like is the main ones. Lorente is also a nice one, and I think I did actually include him as a right back in the honorable mentions for best value. But yeah, Onyabati, very nice. A little bit small for my liking, so maybe counted with like a left back that's tall. You can't have two small fullbacks, you're gonna get beaten in the air, bro. So yeah, you know what I mean, just have a nice contrast, you could say. I always say it, man, for fullbacks. Nonetheless, we got our two center backs. It's gonna be first one Marquinhos. I mean, I don't like to always repeat myself, right? I think I've included him multiple times before, but let's be honest, bro. It's 17k for Marquinhos that has intercept plus. He's the most relevant one. I had to include him, man. 86 reactions, amazing defending stats. This card in game, I mean, pros were even using him in events, bro. And I feel like for 17k, it's only right. He has two of the kind of collecting defensive capabilities, or like what is it, stats, which is intercept and anticipate as well. As my washing machine is going to Mars right there. Nonetheless, we've got Jockey as well for base. You know, Jockey makes the defending much better in terms of like just maneuverability and like the way how fast they move off the ball, and kind of anticipating, and like, funny enough, anticipating where the attackers is going to go. So definitely stay tuned for Jockey's base or plus for any of your defenders right there. Let's jump over to the next one. It's going to be Kunde now. As I said, it's best value, not best cheapest, but I still say he's insanely cheap for what you're getting, bro. Like 78k, right? For one of the best, if not top 3 best center backs in the game. You don't need to be spending so much coins on Maldinis, Rio Ferdinands. You got the main man, Kunde, bro. This man is absolutely incredible. I'm so happy I packed him out of, like, I think it was a player pick. And yeah, definitely get him in your team if you have not gotten him, boys. I mean, look at all those play styles, bro. Doesn't have anticipate or intercept, but does compensate for the jockey plus, though. Come on, bro. He's got quick step as well to basically catch up to defenders. You know, he doesn't need to have rapid. because he doesn't run with the ball. But hey, if your defender has rapid, fair enough. He's also got relentless as well, so stamina is not a problem. Very nice card, man, in the dying minutes for that relentless. But in general, just insane. Some people would say he's a little bit short. Me personally, I feel like 5'11", he's 6 foot, you know, not because I'm 5'11", but nonetheless, though, rounded off, you know. Shout out to my short kings right there. Next one is going to be left back Cambiasso now. Shouts out to Andrea Cambiasso with the 5-star weak foot. Now, people will be like, Mike, 100k is kind of steep, bro, for him. The thing is, he's a live card. He gets upgraded in the future, so it's perfect. Not even that. I feel like this card in general, without the upgrades that's going to come in the future, obviously depending on how Juventus do, this card will still be insane, bro, in terms of like price, the value. Obviously, that's why he's here. But just look at the stats, and I've seen a lot of people, you know, hype him up. Makes sense, man. Quick step plus, insanely fast to flank, to catch up to attackers. He's got the jockey and anticipate base with the incisive, bro. This card is a no-brainer, boys. If you have a Serie A team, man, link this guy in your team. Trust me, he's gonna be insane. Let's move over to the midfielders, man. I had to include the main gal Kachawi, bro. 11,000 coins currently. Now, why I included her? This might be an ounce of subjectiveness. Every time I play Kachawi, I get so irritated because she keeps on getting the ball, bro. I try to run past the midfield, and once I do, it's like, oh, okay, now my battle is to get past the defense. No, Kachawi is just going to slot her way through and try and get the ball again. She's very, very persistent, very irritating. She has a lot of playstyles, and as I said, the more the merrier, man. And she has very potent playstyles at that. So yeah, this card at 11,000 coins, very relevant. She can play CM, obviously more of, I would say, you could say offensively inclined because of the technical, you know, all of those. But she can play majority of the time box to box even, bro. But if I were to really include her in the team, I'd probably go something along the lines of like a probably playmaker roaming vibe. Do you know what I mean? She's going to be everywhere. She's going to be that card that just does everything. Yeah, clean up character. Let's jump over to the next one. This is more of, I would say I didn't even really include a CDM. Now, why? I feel like in this game, right, you don't really need that much of a big-bodied CDM. It's very overpowered because if you have 2 CMs or 3 CMs that are girls, bro, or someone that can like just maneuver their way very nicely, it's essentially insane. They can maneuver like they're not tall to the point where they're lanky. They're just short. They collect the ball again, firstly. So it's like best of both worlds, you could say. And yeah, these type of the women players in this game is just so OP. I mean, we've seen it with Claudia Pina, bro. So yeah, in the midfield battle, man, I feel like having a midfield with like Putellas, Bonmati, and like maybe that special Kachawi is probably the better midfield than anything, bro. In my personal opinion, I feel like, and a lot of the people's like opinions, that he's playing like in the meta, you know, world, you could say. But you could maybe just say one player that's a little bit more brolic, more like tall, someone like a De Jong. But he doesn't also have good like defensive stats as my, yeah, washing machine again, bro. It's like a UFO, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice stuff. But yeah, let's jump over to the cam. We've got a man like Ruta. Now, this is an Evo, and I had to include him, man. That's how good he is. If you jump over to the gold card, right? Now, I don't think it's this specific version, but you can actually go, let's quickly see. If we go to fut.gg and we just type in Ruta and go to evolutions, we can check his different chained ones, but it's very easy to get a very usable Ruta evolution, you could say. But let me check. We go evolutions, we'll go to, obviously from his gold card, there's so much evolution possibilities. I don't know which one it was specifically, but let's see. Man, I'm really hoping nobody hears the background noise that much, bro. But god damn, this is loud. I should have just waited a couple of minutes and then started recording, bro. But I do say, by the way, Ruta is one of the best camps. Why I say this is he's got the 5-star, bro. Now, Shirky is good, yes. But can you get someone like Ruta, though, with the 5-star that has pretty much better stats than Shirky? Yes, you can. He's the main man guy. His name is Ruta. But yeah, I don't really see any ones here. But from the time that I was recording, what is it? Yeah, Ruta. So I think it was, from what I checked, it was he's gold. You go through Spooky Strike and you go El Capitan. Then he gets Finesse Shot Plus. He gets he already has Incisive, Trickster, Ping Pass, you know, Enforcer as well, which is what made him very nice. And look at that stats as well. So this type of card, just ignore all these other ones. Those you can just add if you really want to. but I think majority of people don't have these. But yeah, it's redundant. You can just add his gold through the Spooky Striker and then El Capitan. He's going to be insane. Let's jump over to the attackers. And it's going to be the main gal, Diani at right wing. I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. 90 finishing, insane pace. Like, come on, bro. Every time I play her as well, everybody that adds her... Most of the people use her at striker. So you could even say at striker because I feel like she's more clinical and like... You could even say she's better. She's like a better Claudia Pina. I know that's saying something insane. Not because I'm trying to like not let people use Claudia Pina because I hate versing her. But I do think Diani is actually the better Claudia Pina because she has all the stats to back her and she's got Enforcer. So in terms of holding the ball, she's a small gal that has Enforcer. Do you know how insane that is? I mean, I've got Lukaku and he is so good with the physical. So I can only imagine someone that's like, you could say insane with the agility and balance with Enforcer. Because Enforcer kind of holds the ball, especially in the box, when you're turning your back against the defenders. So yeah, for that instance, very good. Next one is going to be the main man, Openda. Yeah, this one is the... I think it was El Capitan. I think a lot of people did this one, bro. But I personally have a better card than Openda. Now, I know that sounds insane, but let's first jump over to his card. Obviously, club member reward, that's all rubbish. I feel like you can just add his normal gold card into El Capitan and he gets, obviously, 5-star weak foot and he goes finesse shot plus insane pace as well. Everybody did the card because of the pace. So he's going to go past everyone, you know. And he's kind of, I wouldn't say a weird one, but he's not like a small guy in-game. You know, he's very fast and he's got like some capabilities of strength, which is very nice. But I've got one card that I think would be much more insane. But we'll get into that, though. We'll get into that. Let's jump over to the very last one. It's going to be Nico Williams at left wing. Every time I play this man, he cooks me, bro. 5'11", 5-star weak foot as well. Only 79 finishing. But the thing is with the wingers, right? There's some leniency with the wingers. You don't need to be doing too much, bro. You just need to have someone that's fast that gets you to that you know, space in time, and he's got rapid plus. So all that, you know, I mean, if he gets like an Evo or like a special card, SPC, this man is going to be instantly above 500k because he's that good. He's got inside forward plus, but that's obviously only for the left mid version. But oh my days, bro, trust me, he is insane. So that is basically the best valued players right now that's relevant. I will obviously jump over to the players that I still wanted to showcase to you at the bottom right here. So we won't, you know, essentially look at each individual card, but we will just show you like that. Now we've got Mainan, that's very nice as well, 31k. Mainan's always very consistent, is what I like about goalkeepers. We've got two center backs, Pacho and Saliba. I mean, come on, bro. Combined under 100k for both of them, and they're insane. They've got, one has Anticipate plus, one has Bruiser, so insane for advanced defending. We've got this left back, Alvaro. What's his name? Alvaro, obviously from Real Madrid. In form, there's not much left backs in La Liga per se, except for like Theo, sorry, not Theo, what's his name, Balde. But he's got jockey base and intercept base, amazing pace as well. So it's warranted this card is going to be good. And then obviously for the right back, I don't think, did I include? Yeah, I got Lorente. We've got Gulli for the right mid at 79k with finesse shot plus. Bros, if you don't want to really do too much evos and that type of cards and you want a card on the market, Gulli is your guy, bro. Insane. Two midfielders, you got De Jong and Reinders. Don't have the best defensive stats, but in-game, they collect the ball very nice and they have that nice instinctive play of like tiki-taka fluid football. We've got Cam, Teller, Pulisic for the right wing, and then obviously left wing Rafael Leao. But this guy right here is what I wanted to say, bro. Gonzalo Garcia Torres. Bros, he's a gold card that's currently valued at like a 6 or 7k. Minor, you know, minor, especially if you're going to put him into evos. 30,000 coins through the undead line, Spooky Striker, and then El Capitan, bro. He becomes 90 finishing, above 85 pace split. Look at that dribbling stats. Not only that, bro, he's 5-star. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I found the best evo in the game. Now, sometimes, yes, you know, separate stats from how they feel. I still think this card inevitably will be insane with Enforcer base, low driven as well as incisive, and can play cam. So if you ever like need to maneuver some cards down or up, bro, and this is what I like about, you know, EA actually adding evos, you can make some very meta ones. I mean, look at the state of that card, bro. 2,200 in-game stats, yeah, very nice. Probably one of the best valued cards right now instantly. You're spending a combined, obviously, yes, you're spending your time, is time free? Probably not, but 30, 20, 50, that's 80 plus his card. It's under 90,000 coins plus a couple of, you know, elbow grease, bro. and you get yourself one of the best strikers, I think, in the game. You know, that's not like on the market, bro. Come on. Tell me though, boys, are you guys doing any of these cards? What's your favorite card to use right now? I'll catch you boys in the next one. Sorry for the background noise, by the way. It's done now, finally. But I'll catch you boys in the next one. Have a sweet one, boys. Peace.